Hello and welcome back today for a quick review, just one product. This is called Ihwaju. So you saw what my video was titled and you're wondering, well yeah, probably, or else why would I be making this video? So this is Ihwaju from a brewery called Yecheon Yojan. And I showed you the bottle. The jar? I suppose a jar is more appropriate given what we're drinking today. So, I'm using my special spoon. You can see it here. Amazing, right? So, what is this stuff? It is makgeolli. Now, what you do is, you make the water content so low when you're brewing that you can't drink it. It turns into this kind of like pudding, I guess, is the best word to describe this. So how you make this is you'd grind the rice, and then you just add so little water that you could form it into like a donut. And we made this when I went to booze school, and it's the hardest recipe to do. It's so easy to fuck up. So you'd make these little rice donuts with the hole in the middle and everything. You'd boil them, and when they rise to the surface, you take them out. You put them in a container, something. You mash them up as best as you can, as quickly as you can. And it's super hot because they've been boiling, and it sucks. It sucks making these, and it's hard to make. But the result is amazing. So, one of the main differences between this and makgeolli 2 is this is much closer to a sake because the nuruk that you use is ipgok, which is like a rice-based one. So it's not legally sake, but it's more similar to that. Sakes have a very similar flavor, and that's because they use the same enzymes to break down the rice. Legally in Japan, sakes, if you're going to have a sake, name it a sake, you have to use koji as your enzyme, which you get a $1,000 bottle of sake and a $4 bottle of sake. They're very different in quality, but the taste is not all over the place like you would get with makgeolli. Makgeolli is just any enzyme you want from nature, right? Which would break it down. This uses a rice-based nuruk, similar to what sake is done. So it does have that flowery kind of like, you can smell it too. There's like a flowery floralness to it, which is really nice, like a sake. So I picked this up at Lotte Mart. It was 6,500. And how much is this? This is 150 milliliters. So it's not cheap. 150 mils, $6.50. The Naru bottle, the big 935 milliliter ones, are $7. This is almost the same price for a sixth of the volume. So this is actually pretty pricey, but for a special treat once in a while, this stuff's great. So let's have a taste of this stuff. It's like yogurt almost, or a pudding. So cool. Go, go, go. So let's take a whiff. Yeah, it's very boozy on the smell. And again, because of the nuruk that they use, it does have a nice floral, like almost delicate. Oh, yeah. This stuff's 9%. Yeah, 9%. So a bit stronger on the alcohol level. And because with makgeolli you can drink it quickly, right? If you want. The booze, in theory, can go down rather quick. This is halfway between eating and drinking. So it does last on your tongue a lot longer. So that booze, and especially at 9%, really stays there, and it's like, whew, pretty strong stuff. But yeah, this is not the easiest thing to find. And even that said, this has to be the cheapest Ihwaju I've ever seen. These from a craft brewery, like a really specific one, can easily be $20, $25. So for $6.50, this is actually really good, and that's why I bought it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It's Oeyang Lotte Mart. Why is this here? I'm fortunate it was, but very weird to see it there. Oeyang Lotte Mart is not known for their selection of craft goods, so yeah. Anyway, I won't ramble on, because this is just one product. I'm here recommending not necessarily this brewery, although it is nice. But anytime, any chance you see a little jar of something in the makgeolli section, check it out, pick it up. If you've never had this, it's so worth trying once just to see, because it's so different from makgeolli in the sense that it's a lot more florally, and the fact that it's, you can eat it with a spoon. That's kind of the novelty factor. So if you've never had this, 100% pick it up.